we are currently facing different problems in our society, such as inequality, social injustices, corruption, poverty, and many more. And so, one question arises: where is the church now?
So ayan po, no?
Ayun nga po, no?
Ayan, kasama ko ngayon si Victor sa sukat.
Kasama ako si Arceo Maligon.
So, tingnan nyo, nandito kami ngayon sa Loreto Parish Church.
Kung saan, andito kami para sa
Drugs?
Ay!
Ano dapat?
drugs. Hindi, documentary. about
Documentary pala tungkol sa relasyon ng simbahan kontra droga.
Tama, ayun po.
Tara, tara!
Tara na.
So today we're with Brother Chris E. Badana, and Brother, our first question is regarding the Lumen Gentry and Closure Express. Can you give us brief explanation regarding the documents presented on this?
Lumen Gentium and Gaudium Express is a book where I have read that in summary. I have read summary in the book. Ang nilalaman ng Gaudium Express is Lumen Gentium is the modern changes of our society. It contains a lot of changes where from the beginning or from the creation, from now, there is a lot of changes happening.
Sir, can you cite some modern changes included in those documents?
Some of the changes included in the Lumen Gentium and Gaudium Express is our faith. Somehow there is a lot of sections or a lot of different faith coming up from the different faith.
Sir, in connection with this, regarding the societal issues that the Filipino people are now experiencing, can you cite, sir, some relationship between the two, the Lumen Gentium and the societal issues that we are now experiencing? Parang somehow, paano ba siya nare-relate sa kung anong sa societal issues na na-experience natin ngayong mga Pilipino?
If I will relate the content of Lumen Gentium and Gaudium Express, we can now enter to the EJK that you have told me, or the extrajudicial killing that nowadays is connected to the content of Lumen Gentium and Gaudium Express.
Sir, before that, can we ask, what's the difference between the two, the Lumen Gentium and Gaudium Express?
For me, the difference only is for the Gaudium Express is more deeper than the Lumen Gentium. What I mean, the more deeper, the Gaudium Express now is the content of the modern issue that the Lumen Gentium has been patronized or been in the lowest content of the modern issue. But I mean lowest content, it is not updated of the modern issues nowadays.
So you mean that Lumen Gentium is like the traditional way?
Yes, Lumen Gentium is traditional way of modern issue, while the Gaudium Express is the modern issue that we are now facing.
Going back, sir, sa EJK, what is your position about the rising cases of the use of illegal drugs in the Philippines?
Illegal drugs somehow is not related for me because as a brother and as a lawyer, practicing lawyer, for me, illegal drugs is very problematic in our society today. But I mean problematic, it causes more death that somehow in the rule, do not kill. Jesus told us to do not kill. So drugs is the way of killing.
Sir, next, what is your stand regarding extrajudicial killings?
My stand within the EJK or the extrajudicial killing, it should be stopped. It should be stopped. EJK is not healthy for our modern society because, as I have said, the rule of Jesus is do not kill, because Jesus only has the power to get or to give life to anyone else.
President Duterte has also said that that's why he implemented this law is in order for us to lessen or decrease the number of drug users. And what is your stand regarding that morality or killing other people may is his solution in order to attain this?
Thank you.
For me, if you will look at the life of President Rodrigo Duterte, she is a beloved patron of Sacred Heart. If you will look at his room, there is a lot of Sacred Heart image inside of his room. Then for me, that law, for me it is not a law. It is an imposition of death of life. EJK kills many lives. So it is bad for our society to continue EJK, which is the extrajudicial killing, because if we decrease our population like now, there is no one will hope up or will help those born children to rise again from this kind of problems.
Do you think, sir, the government should implement a right to use of illegal drugs, such that some illegal drugs are used for medication purposes, such as marijuana, sir? Parang somehow it affects the people in positive way, given in other countries like America, wherein they use marijuana as cure for cancer, they say.
Again, if you will look back to the past, within 2010 or 2012, we are the #1 country that do not implement the drugs in our country. But now, if you will look at the Senate and House Representative, they are now presenting a law or a bill that can be passed to the higher court, or it is a law that the House Representative passed to agree on use of drugs. But for me, the use of drug is very alarming to the health of the people, because as you can see in our social media, there is new drugs being discovered. Then the drugs helps us to, they told us that it will help us more to think, but the thinking will cause the death of our brains.
Sir, next is, what would be the possible solution of the church, as you represent or somehow represent the church, and somehow in what possible condition it may be? How is this? What could be the possible solution of the church to drug dependency, and how if this drug dependence doesn't want to undergo rehabilitation? Or, sir, yung di ba, yung mga drug, parang sila to given na you're with the under ka na ng possession ng drugs, parang under ka na ng addiction ng drugs, and you doesn't want to go to rehabilitation or any kind of treatment. Parang ano ba yung magiging stand ng church regarding those? Kasi nga given na yun yung, ang solution kasi ni Duterte is more on a rational way of killing those people. What if ayaw nila na mag-undergo ng rehabilitation treatment? Ano ba yung stand ng church regarding those? Kasi mas marami, diba sir, ang given, mas marami ba ang apektuhan ng kung hindi man nila gusto mag-undergo.
The stand of the church for now, as like bishops told us, we are helping to protect the policemen that is involved in extrajudicial killing. And for me, the stand of the Catholic Church for those drug addicts that do not cope up with the church, for me, we should stand by their back. If there is a time that they need someone to talk to, we shall be there. So, as the stand of the Catholic Church, even though they do not want, we should stand by their back and help them to recognize that Jesus is always there in their presence.
Sir, going back to Gojum Express and Lumen Gentium, what do you think it is relation to society? Mainly on the society where we live now, and syempre sir, including politics. Somehow, ano ba yung connection ng mga documents na to regarding society and politics, given as Duterte representing the politics in a modern way of the Philippine setting?
In the Philippine setting of Gaudium Express and Lumen Gentium, as I have said earlier, for me talaga, it is the changes. Kung mapapansin nyo, kung dati 2012 and 2014, there is no law passing for drugs. But now, if you can see, I have said earlier, it is change, like the Gaudium Express, the change of faith. We go to Dating Daan, we go to Iglesia, we go to other religions. That's the Gaudium Express telling us. But in connection with this modern world, Gaudium Express and Lumen Gentium are the changes of society that brings us, we the persons, brings us to the road which is very thin. And in that road, there is a lot of religion.
So, meaning, the church adapts with the society, parang, or the other way around, or tayo, yung church ba, ang nag-a-adapt sa society, or society ba dapat ang nag-a-adapt sa orthodoxy ng church?
For me, there should be a balance. Kasi kapag may balance, doon natin makaka-attain yung goal natin. Kasi kung yung church lang yung magpo-cope up sa society, then yung society ang magpo-cope up sa church, there will be an imbalances. Kung sinasabi kong imbalances, ang masusunod lang is yung church, and kung gusto natin, susunod lang society. Like I have read, there is a separation of power of church in the Congress and other government. But for me, there should be a balance. No intervening, or ang government hindi dapat makikipag-intervene sa church, while the church do not intervene to the society, to the government. For me, there should be a balance so that we can attain peace that we are wanting.
Sir, can you cite? Meaning the balance itself is meeting halfway, parang ganun, sir.
Yes.
In present time, so sir, meaning parang freedom of expression ng church na mag-comment regarding the extrajudicial killings. How can we meet halfway regarding kung sino ang parang that is the main point, sir. Parang how can we meet halfway in the present society that we are now living? Kasi given na we have different sets of moralities, parang we have set different sets of moralities based on the law, parang diba?
Or different perspectives. Yun yung nagka-clash natin kaya hindi tayo magkasundo.
Okay. One of the example of the government is the Bill of Rights. If you will look at the Constitution, there is a law passed by Bill of Rights. And there, if you will look at to the other side, which the church, there is a preservation of life of human. Then, in connection of the two, there is one goal, to preserve the life. Bill of Rights protects the rights of the human, while the human preservation of life protects the life of a human. Then, if you will look at the middle, there is a balance. I have said later, there is a balance in between of government and the society that do not intervene between the two. So, in the context of the two, one is a law and one is a law again, we should be in the middle, which there is one goal, one peace, and one harmony.
My last question is, sir, since you have said that of that the two documents morally states that the main word that is always mentioned is change, do you think change is good to the present time right now, or do you think change was good before?
For me, as a customs law student, change is very urgent need of our country, especially as the issue now as a customs student, change must be brought to the modern world, especially to the Bureau of Customs, to other government that has an illegal possession of mission, which is coming up from different perspective of life, where there is evil in front of them. So as a customs student, the change must brought to our society in the balance of the context of government and the society.
Thank you, sir.
Joy Gaudium spes means hope. That is why, di ba, spes, spectacle, parang pagtingin, di ba? So, spes. Gaudium spes. Lumen Gentium is the constitution on the church. Gaudium et Spes is constitution on the church and the modern world. So these are constitution. It means that pwede mong isampal sa kahit sinong obispo ng mga dokumento to kasi constitution siya. Kung gusto mo kasuhan niya sa tao, gamitin mo yung Philippine Constitution, tao siya. Same concept in our church. Kahit sinong pare lumabag sa Gaudium et Spes, sa Lumen Gentium, sa Sanctum Concilium, in the Verbum, these are four constitutions of the church. Pwede mo isampal sa mukha nila to. Ito nakasulat dito. So, yun. Tanong.
Focus namin is about drug dependence.
Hey.
So the first question is, what is your position about the rising cases of use of illegal drugs in the Philippines?
Saan ang punot dulo nun? Conscience. Conscience mo. I mean, ano? Pagpatay. Sa conscience. Now, tanong. Hindi mo naman gagawin yung mabuti kung hindi mo siya alam na mabuti. So gagawin mo lang yung mabuti na tawag ng konsensya mo. So ibig sabihin, yung pag-apply mo ng isang freedom ay depende sa sinasabi ng konsensya mo. Okay? Ngayon, bakit sila naging nagda-drugs? Kasi may dahilan sila. Ang dami nilang konteksto. Lahat naman ng tao, sa tingin ko, walang masamang tao eh. Kasi kung masama yung tao, ibig sabihin, yung gumawa sa kanya, may halo ng evil. Eh yung gumawa sa kanya, good. So ibig sabihin, yung tao, good. Paano naging masama siya? We abuse our freedom. Second is that lahat ng tayo may pinanghugutang konteksto. We have different contexts and situations. Ano yung dahilan na mahihirap? Bakit ako mag-droga? Kasi gusto kong kalimutan yung kalam ng sigmura ko. Masisisi mo sila? Hindi. Ang problema, ang epekto minsan doon, iba rin takbo sa utak ng mga tao. No? Maaaring pumapatay na sila, maaaring ma-rape sila, whatever. So pero sa kabilang banda, may dahilan sila bakit nila ginagawa yun. At yun yung hindi natin pwedeng hukayin sa puso nila. Ang hirap pumusga ng tao eh. It's Matthew chapter 7 verse 1. It's the judgment that you use is the same judgment that will be used to you. So the measurement that you use to other people in judging is the same measurement that will be used to you. It's Matthew chapter 7 verse 1. So mahirap maghusga ng tao.
Okay, isa pa tanong. So, as a member po ng church,
Tayo lahat.
opo, widely accept ba para sa inyo somewhat yung paggamit ng illegal drugs? Accepted ba para sa inyo sa church?
Ano na yung sagot sa tanong eh? Illegal nga eh. Kasi I would go with legal drugs. But not the illegal ones. Tanong ko naman. Ito kasi sa akin, balik ako sa konsensya. Balik ako sa freedom. Para kasi sa akin, this is the heart of the Gaudium et Spes for me. The conscience and freedom. Okay? Bakit ba ako magdodroga? Kasi ang problema ng marami ngayon, hindi nila nasasagot yung konsepto ng bakit. At kung nasasagot man nila yung konsepto ng bakit, hindi nila maunawaan bakit nila kailangan tanggapin criteria for moral acts. Bago nasasabing moral acts yung moral act. First, what is the act? Second, what is the intention of the act? Third, what is the circumstances? Ano, magdodroga ba ako? Basically, hindi. Dahil hindi ko siya fundamental option. Hindi ko siya option sa buhay ko. Kasi kung may gagawin ako na isang bagay para magawa ko ngayon overnight, hindi droga yung pupuntahan ko. Kape. Okay? So, depende pa rin. Konsensya pa rin. Sabi na, kung kaya nang i-justify through their conscience, why not?
Ito pong isang question about what is your stand po about EJK or extrajudicial killings?
Extrajudicial killing, sama. Tanong ko, so yung judicial killing, tama? Kasi kung mali yung konsepto ng killing as a whole, then even if it is extrajudicial or judicial, it's wrong. Killing is evil by nature. Papatayin yung tao. Ito daw yung parusa niya sa kasalanan na ginawa niya. Tanong, paano natin malalaman na ito yung equal punishment for this kind of sin? Sapat ba yung parusa sa bigat ng kasalanan? Kasi kung hindi sapat, kung wala tayong kapasidad para alamin kung ano ang sapat, because ang konsepto natin ng sapat, baka hindi sapat. Kasi kung hindi pa pa natin ganun kagamay yung pagpapato ng parusa sa isang tao, baka in the long run, we are just destroying ourselves and the whole nation. Sa akin lang, sa konsepto ko pag may nagdodroga, pag may nagkakasala, papatayin ko ba? Para sa akin hindi. Bakit? Kasi kaya ako nga nagpapunish ng tao kasi gusto mo na after ng scene na yun, matututo siya. Eh kung patayin mo siya, asan ang learning? Yun ang purpose ng punishment, to correct the person.